Sports Network from Learfield.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Meese Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Meese Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Meese Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MeeseOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in Orthopedic Surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
Taylor out to Mutimer. Mutimer extra pass, finds Roberts. Roberts will drive baseline and finish with the right hand stuff. 29-20. Cycle it over. Donaldson. Donaldson drives baseline. He'll rise. He'll jam it home with two hands. Caleb Donaldson saw the seam and flushed it home at the back end of it. 13 on the timer. Bags hesitates, drives, front of the rim, and he finishes. Ryan Bagley, great hesitation move. They've been bouncing that little handoff at the top of the key. Bags faked it, took it to the rim and finished. Roberts will throw Bagley in the lane. He'll bounce it off the fake to Tomasi, who stuffs it home. Josh with the dunk in the last 5 for St. Cloud State. Willard, top of the key, open for 3 behind the screen, buries it, plus a foul. Big time bucket back up by 10. Matthew Willard can make it 11. Trying to find Donaldson in both. Instead to skip past to Mutimer. Joe drives, baseline, finish, right hand, pretty. Joe Mutimer, cross-court pass, caught him napping, cut in behind him. Donaldson finds Alexander, corner 3 left, nothing but the bottom of the net. Get pass goes to Taylor. He's open for 3, right corner, pour it home. Luke Taylor has the 6th 3 of the night for the Huskies. Gives it to Geisler with 5 on the timer. He turns and hits from 14. Bagley pounded. 15 on the timer, drives down the lane, right side, up and in, plus a foul. Caleb has it on the baseline. Donaldson pulls up, baseline jumper, not today, he's not gonna miss, not today. But leave no time for Northern State, around the high screen. Anthony turns the corner, drives, got to the rim, he was fouled, and he knocks it down. Anthony Roberts gives him the lead, plus a foul. Going to the line to make the 3-point game with 5 seconds left. Roberts, head down to the bucket. Stop him if you can. Yeah, there were some good times in those first 13 games of the season. Of course, the rough time when you come back and can't get underway when you are expected to. But just watching the Huskies as they bounce out for warm-up, you can tell they're ready to get rolling again, get out, play some games. As I mentioned, got back to practice on Thursday, and this group that's going to roll out there today, putting in the work to try and bounce back from the pause. And everybody available, save for Josh Tomasi, who was already out, and Joe Mutimer, who will be back to practice tomorrow, was the word from head coach Matt Reimer before this one. We'll hear from Coach Reimer, some thoughts he had into that pause and coming off of that. Should be noted, we'll go virtual again for tomorrow's Above the Rim Husky Hoop Show. We won't be live at the Blue Line South. Hopefully at some point we'll get back there, but just the way things are rolling on a lot of different fronts. just the way we'll have to operate at this point, but you'll hear from both coaches. Big weekend. Big doesn't even cover it. The weekend for Husky women's basketball, as they were able to knock off Concordia St. Paul and Mankato on the women's side. Started the week coming back with a big win here over UMD. And as I texted assistant coach Jess Hartman before this one, I don't think anybody in the country, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody in the country who had a better week in women's basketball than St. Cloud State, getting those three kinds of victories in succession in one 7-day period, and the Huskies got it done. Long way to go, but that's a big week for the Huskies. They hope to maintain their schedule and get back to playing. They'll be at Upper Iowa and Winona. That's the schedule. Then on the road again. Then they'll come back here at the end of January, final weekend of January, where the teams will be back home at Hallenbeck for their next conference games. St. Cloud State men's basketball against Concordia St. Paul all-time. It'll be the 31st matchup, 23-7. Huskies have the all-time edge, first played back in 1999. Here at Hallenbeck, St. Cloud State has won 7 straight against the Golden Bears. That takes you all the way back to 2012. Last time they met, it was the back end of a doubleheader on back-to-back games. Rather, it was the back-to-back days type of doubleheader at the Gangeloff Center in St. Paul. Huskies won that one 77-73. Anthony Roberts had 27 points in that game. Caleb Donaldson had 13. Huskies overall have won 3 straight against the Golden Bears. Last time they lost, that was in January of 2019, 107-91. And I chuckle just because I don't know that I've seen Coach Reimer more disappointed in a game than that one. We don't need to linger on that, but I just distinctly remembered that game, giving up 107 to Concordia St. Paul, even though they were on the road, 107-91. That was a long bus trip down to, I don't know if they came home or went right to Mankato or what they did, but he was not happy after that one. So no need to worry about that anymore. 3 wins ago between the Huskies and the that last loss to the Golden Bears. They're 8-2 in the last 10. Last year they swept them in those 2 games. And all-time at home, head-to-head in NSIC play against the Golden Bears, the Huskies are 10-2. That includes postseason here at Hallenbeck. Huskies 10-2 in NSIC play against the Golden Bears here at Hallenbeck Hall. That's a look at the matchup history. We'll hear from head coach Matt Reimer after this. It's Husky basketball right here on the Varsity Network app all night long. 3rd game in 4 days for Husky hoops. Wouldn't like it any other way. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcast, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please, drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Husky fans looking for a career in a dynamic industry with a stable company based in St. Cloud. How about Speedy Delivery? Since 1978, Speedy Delivery has been your next day delivery specialist. They're currently looking for route delivery drivers, CDL drivers, vehicle mechanics, full and part-time package handlers, For more information, visit speedydelivery.com or call 320-251-6697. Speedy's an equal opportunity employer and a proud partner of St. Cloud State Athletics. Let's hear from head coach Matt Reimer. This conversation actually took place at the for the Above the Rim Husky Hoop Show last week, talking about the pause and what that meant for guys and what they could do and how they could try at all to try and stay fresh as the whole program took that pause.
Yeah, they could. The guys that are vaccinated that tested negative could come back yesterday. And so I think we have 5 guys working out with one of our one coach who's able to work out with them right now, Trey. And that'll be the same case today. And I think we'll hopefully get a couple more guys back if they have negative tests today and tomorrow. So we can get up to 8 or 9 by Thursday. And then Thursday we'll get a couple more back, including the rest of the coaches. So it's just a day-by-day process. When we were paused, there's not much they can do. If they can find a gym on their own to go in, they can, but they can't use any of the university facilities. And the guys that are, still on quarantine can't use the facilities yet. So there's not a lot they can do, unfortunately. And the weather it's not like you can go out for a run outside in this weather, although I'm a tough guy, but the young guys, they're not going to go outside and go for a run in this type of weather. So it's hard for them to, and that's the thing I'm probably most concerned about is the conditioning part. And just, we've come off a 10-day break and now we have one practice and then we get shut down again. It's going to be asking a lot of our guys if we play this weekend, really with only maybe one practice at most where everybody's at. I'm more concerned about the conditioning side of things and the injury side of things than I am X's and O's at this point, because I just want us to get back into playing shape and making sure that our guys are healthy enough to play and that we don't put them in a position where they're at risk for more injuries.
Well, I guess the final thing, this would be a time of year when we start talking about this long stretch, right? You kind of mark the season off in these segments and you get back from the holiday break and you're ready to run down 2 straight months of basketball headed towards the postseason. Obviously so much in flux, but when you just look at your team and if you get them all on the floor, even to the point that you had them against Northern and Moorhead, what is it right now as you've seen your team develop since the beginning of the season that gives you the most confidence in this squad and what they can do the rest of the year if given the chance?
Well, I think it was just the toughness that we've displayed. You go back to the Mary Minot weekend and, we got 2 pretty good wins there. And again, probably not playing at our best either night, but we found ways to win. And, I think if we can, with the group we have now, if we can stay healthy with this group, we got a chance to do, play with anybody and compete with anybody. And then it just comes down to, can we make enough plays at the end of the game to win a game? And, obviously we've gone through it, but other teams are going to start going through this, I suspect over the next couple of weeks, we're going to see a lot more cancellations coming up here. And so it's hard to kind of plan long-term, which as coaches, you really don't do that much anyway. You're only concerned about today and tomorrow, but just, it's hard to fathom what's going to happen here over the next 3 to 4 weeks with this stuff, with everybody testing positive, if it happens, hits other programs, the way it's transmissible, I think you can see some other teams having to do what we do, and it'll be an interesting ride here to see what happens and how many people really play all their games and all that stuff. So it's hard to really focus long term and just try to maintain the short term look that, if we get our guys back, when we get them back, that we know we can play with anybody. Now it's just, are we going to be disciplined enough and good enough on a given night to finish the job off like we did against Northern, like we did against Minot, like we did against Mary. So that's what remains to be seen here, and that's the fun part of playing things out.
Well, get a chance now to play things out and see how this group can respond, this unit here for the Huskies. Fans trickling in on a cold day. Hopefully we're get a little relief from that cold snap where only Coach Reimer feels like going outside and running, apparently. But the rest of us can get things warmed up as well. But warm inside the gym, as we always say here at Hallenbeck. So a good crowd starting to trickle in here. Huskies are on the floor finishing up their warm-ups. On the other side, we'll give you some St. Cloud Subaru keys to the game. It's the Huskies and the Golden Bears. You can download the SCSU Athletics mobile app today. Follow all your favorite sports teams for St. Cloud State with the most up-to-date information. On the app, you'll also find digital game day programs, rosters, schedules, special discounted offers from our corporate partners, and participate in game day trivia contests to win awesome prizes. Download the app, go to the App Store, or find it at Google Play today. Keys to the game brought to you by St. Cloud Subaru. That's next. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Mies Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Mies Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Mies Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MiesOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant Lakers, crappie, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Back here inside Hallenbeck Hall, Huskies and Golden Bears. Time to get you some keys to the game. Brought to you by St. Cloud Subaru. First thing, your overarching theme for this, take advantage of the chance that you get to be here and the chance that you get to go out and go play. I think all of these guys had that coming in, and a lot of these guys went through last year and the year that was, and so they know just how precious everything is. These two teams weren't supposed to meet, but got a chance to because of cancellations last year. Now, cancellations impacting the games again, but the Huskies have their chance. They got their chance to get back in the gym, as you heard Coach Reimer say. Couldn't really even come in and use the facilities. Got that chance again late last week, and now the chance to go play. So that's, the big overarching theme here for the Huskies. Lock it back in and take advantage of the opportunity that's in front of them. Then little X's and O's, you go back to what they were doing against Northern State and trying to do that more. Second half, big time, we're able to space the floor, open up the lanes to drive. Anthony Roberts took big time advantage of that to the tune of 29 points, but it could be other guys as well driving to the bucket. Caleb Donaldson, we've seen him do that with some high 20s games, 30-point game this season already. But it's got to have space. You have to have space in that half court to be able to attack, and so you have to know what you're doing in the half court, and the Huskies certainly were in the second half there against Northern State. Shooting touch back. You haven't been in the gym until late last week. You were gone for the break. You got shots up when you could. Like we talked to Matthew Willard at one point about, it was not Matthew Willard. It was a different shooter and scorer. It was Scotty Stone, who would talk about during the break, former Husky Scotty Stone, who would go into his house and be at the house and just taking shots like you would, just up and down. Not actual shots, but just the motion, like laying down in bed, getting that shooting motion up and keeping fresh that way. So whatever they could do. But now you're back in the gym. You got to get that locked in because the Huskies are going to have to knock down shots at this point to be able to get to their goals and be able to score the offense that they've become accustomed to. And then what's a way that can help that? Easy buckets, transition games. That's what the Huskies can do and are built to do. So St. Cloud State has to go out and get it done in that variety. St. Cloud State and Concordia St. Paul. And you know what we're setting up for right here? We're a little early that they're going to all go to the sideline because they're going to honor Anthony Roberts for his 1,000 points. And I cannot stress enough how upset I am with myself that my math was off and that we missed Ant's 1,000 points. I found what it was. It was a three-pointer in the first half against Northern State. But I was off by 10. A lot of other things happening, and the math was off. So I couldn't make a big production of it on the broadcast. I can't tell you how bad I feel about that. But there'll be a lot of other big points for Anthony Roberts. He scored his 1,000th point against Northern State on the road before the break. Ant joins the 1,000-point club, does it in not that many games, got it done quickly, and Anthony Roberts, a big hand clap from everyone on his 1,000th point. So he'll roll into this one as a new member of the 1,000-point club. We'll roll to the starting lineups after this. It's Huskies and Golden Bears from Hallenbeck Hall. This is Husky basketball from Learfield.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in orthopedic surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Mies Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Mies Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Mies Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MiesOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
Back inside Hallenbeck Hall, time to get you the Reyes Radiology starting lineups for this matchup between the Huskies and the Golden Bears. CDI is now Reyes Radiology, a national leader in advanced diagnostic and interventional radiology. Starting five brought to you by Reyes Radiology, bringing brilliance to health and wellness. For the Golden Bears of Concordia St. Paul, second-year head coach Matt Fletcher. Last year his first season, now easing his way into this. There's a plan, there's a goal, and, well, you got to work it out. They've got a passel of freshmen and sophomores on this team, mostly freshmen. 12 of the 17 guys on the roster are freshmen or redshirt freshmen. The starting lineup, Elijah Ormiston gets the start. He's one of those freshmen from Easley, South Carolina, a 6'8" forward who's been their leading scorer. Reed Patterson gets the start tonight, a 6'2" freshman out of Lakeville South High School, Lakeville, Minnesota. Jacob Everson also gets the start, 6'2", right redshirt freshman from Menasha, Wisconsin. Also in the starting lineup, Jack Stensgaard. He's a 6'3" senior guard from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. And then Marcus Skeet in the starting lineup, 6'5" freshman from Aurora, Illinois. So it's Ormiston, Patterson, Everson, Stensgaard, and Skeet in the starting lineup for the Golden Bears. For the Huskies, Ryan Bagley gets the start at the point guard spot. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Caleb Donaldson, Anthony Roberts, Matthew Willard at the wings, and Luke Taylor will get his third straight start, the 6'6" junior from Germantown, Wisconsin. Let's be back for the tip-off tip-off after this. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
Your vehicle is worth more at McKay's. Whether you buy from McKay's or not, you can sell your used vehicle. Stop in and find out how much your vehicle is worth. If you're searching for a specific vehicle and having a hard time finding what you want, McKay's will custom order your Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram. Then when your vehicle arrives, McKay's guarantees the better of available rebates and offers. McKay's, Division Street, St. Cloud, and McKaysDodge.com.
Come to McKay's and drive the best. MCKAYS.
On the Husky Sports Network from Learfield, this is Huskies basketball. Brought to you by St. Cloud Orthopedics. Live better. Mies Outland, Minnesota's premier power sports dealership for over 75 years. And by Deerwood Bank. Some call it Minnesota nice. We call it #Deerwood nice. The tip is moments away. Now let's go courtside. Here's the voice of Huskies basketball, J.W. Cox.
23 days delayed. The St. Cloud State Huskies haven't played since before Christmas, and now they're back into it. And they win the opening tip. Right to left they go at Hallebeck, and right to the bucket goes Ryan Bagley from the right wing to get things started offensively. Bags running the point, the transfer out of Pocatello, Idaho, 6'3", transferred here from Northeastern Community College in Nebraska, averaging 11.5 points per game. Put up 5 against Northern State, but had 9 rebounds and 6 assists in that game to help the Huskies to the win. First possession for the Golden Bears, knocked off the knee of Jacob Everson. One of those 12 freshmen or redshirt freshmen on this roster for the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. Ormiston, Patterson, Everson, Stinsgaard, and Skeet out on the floor in dark blue for the Golden Bears. Matthew Willard pulls up from 12 feet, knocks down the jumper. Well, so far so good on the offensive and defensive side. 4-0 start for the Huskies 50 seconds in. You just never know in a situation like this how it's all going to come together when you hit the floor. Matthew Willard hits the floor as he slipped and fell defensively, but the ball bounced down low by the Golden Bears and bounces off the hand of an intended target and out of bounds. Out to the Huskies for another turnover. Their third possession up 4-0. Bagley's got a bucket. Willard's got a bucket. Now Anthony Roberts drives left side. He's got a bucket off glass. 3 different scores, 3 straight possessions. It's 6-0 Huskies. Left side wing, brought up the floor by Marcus Skeet, 6'5" freshman. He drives, kick it into the corner for Reed Patterson. Patterson goes to the right side for Stinsgaard. Stinsgaard flies his way into the lane on Caleb Donaldson. Bounces it back out right side for Everson. 14 on the timer. Everson backs in on Bagley, stopped his dribble, tried to kick it to a cutter. It was tapped away by Willard. Loose ball to Taylor. Up the floor it goes, stolen away. That one picked up by Stinsgaard. They got the turnover back. Huskies trying to go in transition. Now a drive right side. Patterson no good, but on the weak side, Ormiston able to rise and knock it home. Elijah Ormiston has the first bucket of the game. He's been their top scorer all season long. Left wing 3. Willard, nothing but the bottom of the net. Well, they have scored on 4 of their 5 possessions. A turnover on the other. Matthew Willard has 5. The Huskies are up 9-2. Right side now back to Ormiston, top of the key. He drives down the lane. Right side, got past Luke Taylor by a step and laid it up and laid it in. Luke Taylor availed himself really well of the opportunity that he was given on the road against Moorhead and Northern, getting the start in place of the injured Josh Tomasi. Left side wing, Donaldson hands off to Roberts. Roberts with the right hand, back to Taylor. Taylor slips it over to the right side, rather back to the logo for Caleb Donaldson. Caleb back to Ant with 9 on the timer. Anthony Roberts down the right side of the lane, splits 2 defenders, put it up, got too deep under the rim. Throw it into the bottom of the backboard. And the rebound comes off to the Golden Bears. Drive for Skeet, kick to the corner, 3 ball up and down for a wide open Reed Patterson. And now the Golden Bears have scored on 3 straight possessions. It's a 7-0 run for them. We're 3 minutes in, it's 9-7. Huskies have the lead. Bagley, top of the key, around dueling screens, goes left side around Willard, drives to the left low block, kick it out, straight away 3, Taylor wide open, takes it and hits it. Huskies 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Luke Taylor's got 1. Taylor finished up that good weekend with 13 points against Northern State on 5 of 10 shooting, including a made 3. Huskies lost Ormiston in transition. He goes down the lane, gets the feed, and lays it up and in. He's got 4. 12-9, Huskies by 3. Bagley catch and shoot straight away. Nothing wrong with the shooting for the Huskies. Pours it home. It's 15-9. They are 6 of 7 from the floor, including 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. No problem. back off the layoff. Skeet tries to step through defender, stopped his dribble, high post left. It goes for Ormiston, backing it on Taylor. Got to the left hand, and Ormiston finishes. Eliza Ormiston, a find for the Golden Bears out of South Carolina. Cannon High School in Easley, South Carolina. 15-11. Bagley drives, kick to the corner, 3-ball up. Roberts, soft back iron, no good. Long rebound, pulled down by the Golden Bears. It's their first miss from deep. Golden Bears are going to have 3 subs coming in at the next whistle. 15:50 to go. Ball lobbed across to the left side. It's in the hands of Stinsgaard. He's guarded by Caleb Donaldson. Gives him a lot of berth to the left side. A cutting Ormiston got the feed on the screen and roll. He lays it up and lays it in. So the Golden Bears have found their footing offensively. Haven't looked back. Bagley drives, stops to the left elbow. Kick out Taylor. Open 3. Knocks it down. 4 of 5 from deep for the Huskies. They're up by 5. 6 points for Luke Taylor, all from beyond the arc. 18-13, Huskies by 5. Drive, kick, Ormiston. Matthew Willard on the rotation. Got up top, blocked the shot. Loose ball, though, comes out to Skeet. He drives to 6 feet and knocks it home. And a whistle for a timeout. Coach Reimer wanted a timeout. And it's going to extend to the media timeout. 18-15, Huskies up by 3. Coach Reimer had seen enough on that defensive end, and he wants to take a timeout to talk about it. They're high flying, though. The offense is well underway. Husky fans, Preferred Credit Inc., your partner in success. Check them out today at preferredcredit.com. That's a proud supporter of Husky Athletics. 18-15, Huskies led by 6 points from Luke Taylor, 5 apiece from Willard and Bagley. They've got an 18-15 lead, trying to tune up the defense, but they've got the ball when we come back. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant Lakers, crappie, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in orthopedic surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
St. Cloud State leads at 18-15. They've got the basketball, but this has become a slugfest here, high scoring in the first 5 minutes. St. Cloud State is 7 of 9 from the floor, so is Concordia St. Paul. Donaldson's first touch inside. He finds Luke Taylor, opposite side of the lane, and Luke in close this time. Finishes front of the rim. What a feed from Caleb Donaldson. Huskies up by 5. Coach Reimer crouches down in front of us and tells his team to D up as the ball goes into the right corner. Quick trigger 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Poured in there by Ian Sluice, a 6'3 freshman who just came into the game. Trailing, Matthew Willard to answer for 3, no good. That was halfway down. Thought it looked good, it did, but it's 20-18. Rebound off to the Golden Bears. They'll go in transition, kick out right side. Stinsgaard, he can't knock it down. The rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Bagley with the head up, pushing straight down the floor. He's got 2 teammates behind him, so he slows it down. Starts the offense left side. Lob goes underneath from Taylor to Donaldson. The return of the favor, and Luke Taylor finds Caleb, who finishes left side. First bucket for Donaldson. Everybody that's played has scored now for the Huskies. They've only gone 5 deep here. 6 minutes in, 22-18. Handoff right side. Sunday John, one of the top bench options who started a few games. A 6'3 freshman is in. He kicks it out right side. Stinsgaard starts to drive. He'll kick left side. 3-ball short. Long rebound. Willard corrals that one in the corner. He'll push it up. Back-to-back stops for the Huskies. They're up by 4. Bagley trailing. Right side wing. Hesitates. Now peels it out. Huskies are going to run the offense. Got the play call in from 8th-year assistant coach Chad Welk, who comes up off the bench to fire that one in there. Ball goes into Caleb Donaldson, left low block, one-on-one. They leave him alone. He spins to the left side and lays it up off glass and in. Beautiful move from Caleb. You can find him on the feed. He's got a whole bag of tricks he can go to work with down low. 24-18. He's got the last 4. Huskies are up by 6. Ormiston straight away open for 3. Off right side. Rebound pulled down by the Huskies. 3 straight stops. Up the floor to Donaldson. Donaldson on the wing with Cam Alexander waiting to come in as the first off the bench. Downhill goes Anthony Roberts to the rim, and he'll finish softly over the top of the defense. He got the step. They kind of caught up, but Ant already was at the low block. Just rose and lofted it home softly. 26-18. Huskies by 8, and a travel underneath, and the Huskies, after that timeout, 4 straight stops now, and they're up by 8. Oh, this is interesting. Luke Taylor's going to sit, and Cam Alexander comes in for him. So this is going to be a fun up and down the floor small lineup here for the Huskies. Bagley, Alexander, Willard, Roberts, and Donaldson. And this is where Coach Reimer finds himself now, and this staff finds themselves. With the injury to Josh Tomasi, top of the key. Drive down the right side, one-on-one for Donaldson. Got his man in the air, spun back to the right side, too strong off glass. Rebound controlled by the Golden Bears. That's going to go down 6 times out of 10 for Caleb. Sunday John with it on the left side. He drives into a screen, and he's rejected at the top by Anthony Roberts. Loose ball to Bagley. Bagley down the floor, flying to the left side. He put it up, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. They'll go in transition with Sluice pulling it up right elbow. Hands it off right side to Jax Madsen. Kick to a trailer. That's Ray Grigsby who can't hit the 3. They're going to go much deeper than the Huskies. They've got all kinds of names to get in there for Coach Fletcher. So again, they're just trying to work what their rotation, what their identity is going to be. Matthew Willard from the left side put the shot up, didn't get it to go, and the foul before the shot.
Hey, back to 14 ice. Match up 14 ice.
Caleb Donaldson's going to sit as Dan Geisler checks in. The Huskies went into the break with the top 3 players in minutes played in the NSIC. That was Bagley, that was Roberts, that was Donaldson. No reason to think much of that's going to change. Inbounds goes right to Ant. He's got it on the right elbow. Slip to Alexander, left wing. He drives into a 2-point jump shot, puts it up and knocks it down. Cam Alexander. Again, he has used the minutes he's been given well. Alexander has played in all 13 games. Back cut and a travel called on the Golden Bears. So they'll turn it over, back-to-back possessions. And Huskies, since we took that timeout just outside of 15 minutes, they're outscored them 10-3. And they're up 28-18. Alexander 2 points, half a board, 9 of 20 from the floor, and now a foul called on the screen. Called on Dan Geisler. 6 of 14 though from beyond the arc for Cam Alexander. And he's the senior transfer out of Hazelhurst, Mississippi. Just seems to be in a spot where you get him some minutes and he's going to find more of a rhythm. John, open 3, right side wing, no good. Rebound tapped out. Alexander tracks it down. Cam will push it up the floor to a trailing Bagley. Bagley down the right side to the baseline. Spins it back out with 11:15 to go here in the first half. 28-18. Lob into the low block for Anthony Roberts. Goes right to the rim. Up high off glass and down for the bucket. Anthony just going to work on Sunday John. And that is Anthony Roberts at 6'4", just a head taller, just an inch taller than Sunday John, but he's got a lot of bulk on him. Does Anthony Roberts. Bagley will sit as Donaldson comes in. Caden Hoffman also checks in for the Golden Bears. 6-foot sophomore. Anthony hits the free throw. Roberts has been a 74% free throw shooter this year. He's averaging 20 points per game, which coming into this one, coming into the last weekend rather, was second best in the conference. Top of the key, that's Hoffman driving to the top of the key, bullets the pass into the corner. Everson head faked on a 3, got his defender to fly by, then put up the 3 and missed the shot. Rebound Huskies all the way up the floor already to Donaldson. Weaves through 2 defenders off glass. He was fouled. No good, but we'll go to the free throw line. 10:51 to go here in the first half. Donaldson, the junior from Bloomington, Illinois. He is 10th in the conference in scoring. Last year NSIC honorable mention team. And he's going to be the next guy to go to 1,000 points, as Anthony Roberts was honored with that. Hit the 3-pointer with 15:05 to go in the second half. Last game the Huskies played to get to his 1,000th point as Donaldson rolls home the free throw. Comes into this game, does Anthony, with 1,013. He's got 1,020 now. And we can start that watch up the scoring charts for Anthony Roberts here. Donaldson second, no good. It's 32-18, Huskies by 14. Caleb goes 1 of 2. Bagley will have to wait to check into this game. Hoffman pushes up the floor, and an illegal screen's going to be called. Cam Alexander sold that just a little bit on Elijah Ormiston.
Get out, Luke. Get out, Luke.
So that'll be the first foul on Ormiston. Fourth foul on the Golden Bears. Just one whistled on the Huskies so far. 10:43 to go. Hey, if they're going to buy, you might as well sell it. Donaldson, Bagley, Roberts, Luke Taylor back out there, and Cam Alexander. 32-18. Huskies owning the second 5 minutes, or the third 5 minutes of this half. Donaldson inside working on the low block. Never really got a good look on Everson. Came up just short. Up the floor, left side. Hoffman slips it inside. Huskies rotate to Ormiston. He kicks it into the right corner. Reed Patterson, no good for 3. And the rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Pushed up the floor to Roberts. Roberts driving from the right wing. Lead behind Cam Alexander. Open 3. Put it up. Knock it down. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 5 points for Cam Alexander. You got to hit open shots. I mean, the Huskies, they're running the offense well enough so much throughout the balance of this season to get open looks, and they weren't always falling. They start falling. Well, this offense has an opportunity. Ormiston, double team, ball poked away. Ormiston had it ripped away by Luke Taylor. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Luke Taylor on a push. Ouch. 35-18, so it'll be fresh life for the Golden Bears. As we got a replay on the Husky Network stream. And man, that looks like loose ball, aggressive, go after it. Luke Taylor's going to pick up his first foul. But such is life. 35-18, the Huskies have a 17-point lead midway through the first half. Husky fans, don't forget, stop by the Red Barn Dairy Queen on your way to the game or on your way home for your favorite ice cream snack. The Red Barn Dairy Queen, located just off Highway 10 in St. Cloud. Proud supporters of Huskies athletics. Back after this, 35-18, Huskies lead it first half over the Golden Bears. This is Husky basketball from Learfield.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Mies Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Mies Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Mies Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MiesOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
St. Cloud State with a 35-18 lead. They are on defense against the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. Playing in front of us, the Golden Bears attack the Ren Severson Scholarship scoreboard side of Hallenbeck Hall. Left to right here in the first half. Long possession, 9 on the timer. Drive for Hoffman, got inside, got it into Ormiston, who lays it up and lays it in. Big man with a soft touch around the rim. Huskies push it into the front court. Golden Bears are back in transition. Handoff, Anthony Roberts flying to the rim, left side, lays it up and lays it in. And off the little bounce handoff from Caleb Donaldson. Turned his head, eyes to the bucket, and finished. Ormiston too deep underneath the bucket, tried to throw it out, had it stolen by Ryan Bagley. One-hand bullet pass up the floor. Donaldson, knifes inside, laid it up, no good. Roberts tried to follow, couldn't get it to go. Coach Reimer thought there was a push there. No whistle. Golden Bears back up the floor. Huskies by 17, but Skeet from the right wing knocks it down. It's a 14-point Husky lead, 27-23. Under 9 to play. Stripes may just have to get it in another gear to catch up with the Huskies on some of these. Straightaway 3. Anthony Roberts rattle it home. Huskies have hit their 6th three-pointer of the half, and they lead it 40-23. Willard and Geisler going to check into the game at the next whistle. Anthony Roberts has 12 to lead all scorers, tied with Ormiston. Right wing, drive for Patterson. Got it to Ormiston inside as he was right at the front of the rim, camped out, goes high off glass, and knocks it down, 40-25. Bagley, shirt tail flying, goes top of the key for Taylor. Taylor with the right-hand dribble, hands off to Anthony Roberts. Slip it back to Taylor, curling to the rim, lay it up, missed it, and the rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. Beautiful feed, just couldn't finish. Taylor does have 8 in the game already. 15-point Husky lead, under 8 to play. Straight through the heart of the logo for Caden Hoffman. Hoffman settling it down. He's going to veer to the right side. This looks like a late half play with time winding down. Cam Alexander pushes up on him with 10 on the timer now, off to Everson. Everson driving his way in. Hands off to Patterson. Patterson to Ormiston. Ormiston had it poked away. Back to Patterson. Desperation. Deep three, and he hits it. Late in the shot clock. Got it to go. 40-28. Huskies up by 12, looking for the answer. Donaldson got in the air, in the lane, kicks it left wing. Bagley for 3, and that one well off the mark with 7:22 remaining here in the half. Geisler and Willett will check in. Good minutes, good run for Cam Alexander. Luke Taylor will sit. Coach Reimer, hand claps, high fives of encouragement for all his guys. It's going to be max effort up and down the roster for everybody the rest of the way, but you know what you've got? You know what you got to do. Just go work. Huskies defend on the baseline to a double team, force the kick out. Patterson for 3, can't knock it down. The rebound pulled down by Anthony Roberts. Donaldson across the timeline, back to Ant. Ant head of steam, drives left side, kick into the corner. Willett up for 3, off back iron, no good. The rebound pulled down by Ormiston. Willett sporting a fresh haircut into this one, out of the break. As Skeet got past his defender, drives inside and finishes. Split 2 more defenders after Skeet defeated the initial ball pressure. Laid it up and in, 40-30. Golden Bears aren't intimidated. They're not trying to go run away and hide. Huskies are shooting 61.5% in this game, getting what they want offensively. Donaldson in the low block left, going to work one-on-one, and they're going to call him for a carry. So a turnover. 40-30. Quick drive into the lane for the Golden Bears. Pass out, right wing 3, knock it down. Stin's gone. 40-33. 7-point Husky lead. 6:19 to go. Coach Reimer takes a timeout. Both times he's taken a timeout. It's not about the offense. They're high flying. It's about the defense. The ball movement, the dribble penetration of the Golden Bears is beating the Huskies. They're making their way inside, and the rotations are just late, leaving this team open for 3. And that's something that the Golden Bears have done well throughout the season. They shoot it at 33% from beyond the arc. 115 made threes coming in. You've got Everson, who's hit 22, Sluice, who has hit 18, and Patterson, who's hit a couple of big ones, who has hit 13. You look at Stinsgaard, that's his 10th, shooting at around 35%. Golden Bears, you look at their last 5 games, despite the fact they're coming up short on the finals, they're even, shooting 38% per game against their opponents, or even with their opponents, both shooting 38% per game from beyond the arc. And that's right where they are right now. 5 of 13, 38.5% from deep, shooting at over 50% from the floor. Willard curls left side. Has the handoff back to Bagley. Huskies by 7, 6 minutes to go. Bagley thought about the elbow jumper, instead goes to Donaldson. He'll attack inside, back out to Roberts. He'll catch, he'll shoot, he'll rattle it around and back out. And the rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. 7-point game where once the Huskies had a 17-point lead. That was 40-23, and it's a 10-0 run to get back here at 40-33 for the Golden Bears. They've done it with a pair of timely threes as well. That pass too high to the corner. Huskies recover into Ormiston. Backing in, he'll kick it out. 3-ball up left side. Patterson can't hit it. Rebound. Popped back out by the Huskies. Taylor tried to find Bagley with it. It was too far in front of Bagley and tapped away. Huskies turn it over off the stop. Kick it right side. Extra pass into the corner. Skeet runs off the 3-pointer into the lane. Lobs it downstairs. Ormiston, he puts it up and puts it in. Husky turnover to 2 points. It's a 12-0 run for the Golden Bears. And a 5-point game. 5:09 to go. High post, now left wing for Anthony Roberts. Taylor bounces it over to the right side for Bagley. 15 on the timer, 5 to go in the first half. Bagley lobs into Taylor. Taylor baseline jumper, and he knocks it down. Sweet jumper from Luke Taylor from 12. Stops the 12-0 run, and it's 42-35. Huskies back up by 7. Bears in no hurry. Stensgaard making sure everybody's set, hanging out near the timeline as he pushes it over left side for Everson. Everson hands off to Skeet. Skeet in the lane, drives, kick back to Everson in the corner. Cross-court pass, finds Patterson. Patterson for three, comes up short. Skeet taps the rebound to himself, comes back down with it. He was blocked from behind by Matthew Willard with the loose ball. Comes back out Ormiston. Ormiston finds Patterson in the lane. He'll kick it out. Stensgaard thought about a three. They've got 10 on the timer. Stensgaard driving left side into the lane. He'll kick to the corner. Skeet in front of the Husky bench for three. Halfway down and out. Rebound Anthony Roberts. Huskies survive some offensive boards. Roberts weaves his way through the defense. Finds a cutter. It's Donaldson who will finish on the reverse. Got to stop. Back-to-back buckets. Back up by 9. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Cam Alexander will check in at the next whistle, which will also get us immediate timeout. Stensgaard drives. He kicks straight away. Skeet didn't want to take it. He drives instead. Fires up an off-balance shot. No good right side. Rebound Anthony Roberts. Roberts to the top of the key to Taylor. Coach Reimer desperately calling out a play and finally gets the acknowledgement. Bagley has it right side wing. High post. Roberts, I don't know that he got the acknowledgement he wanted. Left side wing, Donaldson into the low block. It's Taylor backing in, kicking. Bagley, right wing three, put it up. Comes up short, and the rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. Got a look out of it, 3:15 to go. 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. Stensgaard dribbling it down. Basically, this is Coach Fletcher setting things up from the bench and then having his team run the sets. And that's what happens when you've got 12 guys who are freshmen or redshirt freshmen. Skeet, head fake on a three, drives inside instead, leaves it into the corner. Three ball up, Patterson, and he knocks it down. Patterson with his third. It's 44-38. 6-point lead for the Huskies with the basketball. 2:40 to go. Top of the key. Handoff, Willard spins between two defenders, got to 6 feet, put it up with a little floater, came up short. 44-38, 6-point game. Skeet will hang out right here, just in front of us, closer to the timeline than the three-point line. Roberts pushes up on him. Lob pass goes across to Stensgaard. Stensgaard trying to drive, stops there, goes left side for Ormiston. Ormiston backing his way in on Taylor. Ormiston got to the glass and laid it in. 44-40. Huskies push up the floor, 2 minutes to go. Roberts put the pressure on, kicks it into the left corner, up for three. Willard knocks it down. Way too open for Matthew Willard, 47-40, minute 50 to go. Left side for Skeet. Skeet around a screen, got it right back to Ormiston, top of the key. He puts it on the deck, drives in, spins his way, front of the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around. Oh, that looked like it went off Ormiston. And it's going to be immediate timeout. Minute 40 to go. Alexander and Geisler will come into the game for the Huskies. St. Cloud State with the lead, 47-40. They'll be on defense when we come back with a minute 40 to go here in the first half. Husky fans, you can achieve your best health with Preferred One Health Plans. For 35 years, they've delivered options for employers throughout Minnesota. Access to doctors, the top doctors and hospitals, along with wellness programs to keep everyone at the top of their game. Look into Preferred One, small business and large group health plans. Preferred One, proud supporter of the Huskies. 47-40, Huskies up by 7, minute 40 to go in the first half. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Golden Bears with the basketball out of the timeout underneath their own bucket. They lob it in to the fresh off the bench Roy Grigsby. Hands it back off to Hoffman. Hoffman backs it out near the timeline, starts to drive right side, draws a crowd, kicks it top of the key, Sluice. He backs in on Cam Alexander, slips it back up top. That's Jax Madsen. 5 on the timer. Over the left side for John. John drives past the free throw line, got high in the air with the right hand, couldn't get it to go off rim. Rebound, though, pulled down by the Golden Bears. They'll kick it out. Madsen for 3, and he knocks it down. Offensive board number 6 for Concordia St. Paul. The Huskies don't have any. Of course, they're shooting close to 60%, but it's 6-0. They're also getting out-rebounded overall, 20-12. Minute 4 to go. Again, Huskies are shooting close to 60%. So you're going to have some of that gap, but St. Cloud State has to shore that up on the glass. 13 on the timer, up by 4. Anthony drives, and a whistle, and they say he stepped on the inline. Huskies also have 5 turnovers in this game. 54 seconds to go. 14 straight losses for the Golden Bears. They've averaged 70 points a game over their last 5 and given up 87. Opponents a high shooting percentage, 50% per game over those 5. Pushed in quickly by Hoffman. He goes right side wing for Sluice. Sluice to the free throw line, kicks into the corner. Drive for Madsen. Madsen stops, puts it up with the left hand, won't roll home. Rebound Huskies. Matthew Willard has it. 5-second differential shot and game clock. Cam Alexander, right side wing. Cam left alone, pulls up for 3, and he drains it. Alexander, big bucket. Wasn't quite 2 for 1. 25 seconds left. Shot clock is off, 50-43. 8 in the first half for Alexander. You know the Bears are going to slow it up and wait for the last shot. 15. Hoffman dribbles it across to the far side in front of section 112. Hoffman drives around, and Caleb Donaldson was trying to reach out and foul him and did. It's Caleb's first, just the 3rd team foul on the Huskies. 8.9 seconds to go. Make him inbound it here. Hoffman has the inbound, drives around the screen. Roberts reaches in. That'll be Ants first. So the Huskies all kinds of fouls to give here. 3 more? 2 more, basically. 3 will put them on the line. Hoffman with 4 seconds. He'll take a deep 3, come up short. Matthew Willard pulls down the rebound. Willard can't make it through traffic to throw it up and try and get it in. 50-43. Huskies led this game by 17 at one point in that first half. They'll go to the break up by 7. Halftime from Hallenbeck, 50-43. Huskies lead the Golden Bears. This is Husky basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcast, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year and nearly 4.
It all began in this house on the north side of St. Cloud, where Dan was one of 11 children born to Sar and Myra Hagan. One of the middle children, Dan learned early in life the value of a strong work ethic and the need to stand up for himself in the daily challenges experienced by such a large family. The constant competition and the games played in the backyard with his siblings would light a fire in Dan that would serve him well, not only in athletics, but in the business world as well.
And we always had sporting events all year long around the house, and especially basketball in the wintertime. And the whole family, including my dad, he was a 3-sport athlete in high school at St. Cloud Cathedral, also where I graduated from. And so we're all competitive, and so my 2 older brothers weren't about to let me win. And so I kind of passed that on to my younger brothers and sisters to make sure that I taught them the game the right way, but make sure they wouldn't beat me also.
It was at Cathedral High School where Dan first started to make a name for himself as a 3-sport athlete, excelling in football, basketball, and baseball. And he played in the Minnesota High School All-Star basketball game. In the fall of 1977, Dan would enroll at St. Cloud State, where he would pursue a degree in business management while rewriting the record books of Husky basketball. Noel Olson would serve as Dan's head coach for the next 4 years and help develop him into one of the top players in the country.
Well, first of all, coming out of high school, I was recruited by a couple colleges, you know, and Noel and I had a number of sit-down visits, and the thing that was striking about him is he was sincere, and yes, he wanted me to come play basketball here, but he was equally interested in making sure I got an education and graduated in that, and not that the other coaches didn't, but he just seemed to really stress the ability to get a degree. And not only worried about my basketball playing times, but also what type of a human being I was going to be by the time I left here.
At 6'7", 215 pounds, Dan moved into the Huskies starting lineup early in his freshman year. Demonstrating a rare combination of strength and quickness, his career would get off to a very impressive start.
I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was probably November of '77, but we were heading down to Gustavus Adolphus down in St. Peter, and so Noel came back to the end of the bunch, back of the bus where I was, but he said, well, you'll get some playing time. He said, you've impressed the coaching staff during the early fall workouts and the practices leading up to the first game, but you know, he said, don't get discouraged. He said, your time will come. It happened that Barry McKay got in foul trouble early in the game, and I remember being at the end of the bench and Noel looking down, talking to assistants, and I'm going, man, you know, I wonder if he's really thinking of putting me in, you know, and he ended up putting me in, and the stats speak for himself.
His versatility on offense allowed him to set the single-season freshman scoring record at 482 points, while averaging 17.9 points per game and pulling down an impressive 8.5 rebounds per contest. His remarkable season saw him rewarded by the Northern Intercollegiate Conference as they named him the league's Freshman of the Year, as well as selecting him to the All-Conference team.
And so going forward, after my freshman year, to have the success I did, it only, you know, it drove me to be a better person and a better basketball player by having success as a freshman.
If you think Dan's success as a freshman might be in part to him catching the rest of the league by surprise, think again. He never missed a beat his sophomore and junior seasons, as he averaged 20 points and just under 10 boards per game. Despite the constant double teams and physical approach that teams would take to alter his game, Dan adjusted and continued to flourish. While opponents would try to take away his perimeter jump shot, Dan would blow by them off the dribble to attack the basket. Selected both years to the NIC All-Conference team, he also was chosen for the NAIA District 13 All-Region team, and he was honored as the MVP of the Granite City Classic.
So the game was a lot different back then. It was really an inside game, inside-outside game. I think now with the three-point shot and that, it becomes an outside game with inside help. And we've had Bobby Hagman and Mike Morgan was a senior when I was a freshman. Dan Meyer, Jeff Brown, Randy Fable. A lot of guys that were very unselfish team ball players that really helped us the success of our program and myself individually.
Going into his senior campaign, Dan was being touted as an All-American candidate and was just 51 points shy of surpassing the sharpshooting Terry Porter for the all-time scoring leadership at SCSU. In the third game of that year, Dan would score 21 points against Eastern Montana to move past Porter's previous record of 1,616 points. Continuing his fine play, Dan would finish his senior campaign averaging 21 points per game and becoming the leading scorer in the history of Minnesota college basketball with 2,136 points. That record would stand for over 38 years until Gage Davis, a fellow Husky, broke the record in 2019.
You know, honestly, I can remember a lot of games and probably most of the games, and I don't remember the moment passing Terry Porter nor becoming the all-time scorer at St. Cloud State. It was something I didn't strive to achieve. It just happened in the flow of my life in college, and it was exciting at the time.
What many people have forgotten is that upon completing his basketball career at SCSU, Dan decided he would play football for the Huskies while finishing up his degree. Showing just how great of an athlete he was, Dan caught the attention of several teams from the NFL. Unfortunately, a separated shoulder would put an end to his football career. After his collegiate days, Dan would remain in St. Cloud working in the banking business. His 3 children, Tyler, Lauren, and Abby, would all follow in his footsteps and attend Cathedral High School, leaving their own footprints. In recognition of his outstanding career at St. Cloud State, Dan was inducted into the SCSU Hall of Fame in 1994 and the NSIC Hall of Fame in 2010. So how does Dan feel today as he looks back over his amazing career?
Number one is getting a good education from St. Cloud State. I can't emphasize that enough. I come from a family of 11 and with parents with not a lot of means. The getting a free college education was important to me. I look back at my career at St. Cloud State. Coming from a small Catholic school, all I wanted to do was play basketball, and to have the success I did and graduate from here and be a leading scorer for many years, I always joke around. I said, I think the longer you're out of college, the better you end up being, because the stories become, a little bit embellished and everything else. But it's a real honor to be the first, to have the first jersey retired.
Tonight, the only player in the history of St. Cloud State basketball to score over 2,000 points and pull down over 1,000 rebounds on his way to being selected 4 times to the All-Conference team, becomes the first basketball player to ever have his jersey retired at SCSU. Congratulations, Dan.
And risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most: people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcast, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please, drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Huskies lead it 50 to 43. St. Cloud State with that 7-point advantage. They did lead in this game by as many as 17 in the first half. To get back to that, they got to go back on the defensive side, stop that triple penetration. That's going to be the biggest thing. We'll talk to Coach Welk about the defense and what answers they need to have there, but clearly have to stop the triple penetration. The kickouts have been open. That is how the Golden Bears have been able to score, whether it's finishing at the rim or getting those threes to drop down as well. So St. Cloud State has to find a way to knock down that triple penetration and keep that from beating them here in this game. 50 to 43, Huskies by 7. We'll talk to Chad Welk and get the second half started. After this, it's Husky basketball from Learfield.
Whether it's the fresh powder of a winter wonderland or the dirt of a scenic summer trail, Mies Outland has you covered for every season. Stop in today and check out the all-new lineup of Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. From the rough and tough Ranger to the trail-taming Indy XC, you'll find your perfect fit and exceptional service at Mies Outland. It's the reason they are Minnesota's power sports superstore. Mies Outland, Highway 55 in Watkins, Highway 10 in St. Cloud, and online at MiesOutland.com. Warning, always wear a helmet and other safety apparel. Never drink and ride.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in Orthopedic Surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
50-43, St. Cloud State with the lead at the half. Assistant coach Chad Welk joining us. Obviously, the offense, that was the positive start there. You never know what you're going to get, right? Coming out of a break, guys knocking down shots, and they were doing that big time in that first half.
Yeah, I think that the problem with that was our guys decided they didn't want to go to the offensive glass anymore after they stopped dropping. So we got to do a better job of getting to the glass here in the second half.
What about the defensive side? Obviously, they've been able to find their half-court sets and penetrate and find some open shooters. What do you need to see on that end?
We got to do a better job of containing the dribble. I mean, those guys are taking set-foot shots. We're not doing a great job of anticipating the passes. Those dribble drivers are getting a little bit too deep, and we're not reacting well enough on those kick-out passes. I mean, they're shooting, set-foot jump shots. When they're shooting set-foot jump shots, that's not a good recipe for us.
You're not built for sitting around waiting to play games, right? So it's got to feel good to be back on the sideline getting this one underway, right?
I'd say it feels odd to be playing on a Monday, but it was tough, sitting at home watching people play the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, well, it's good to be back out here for sure.
Glad you're back at it. Get it done in the second half.
Thank you.
Assistant coach Chad Welk joining us after the first half, 50-43, St. Cloud State with the 7-point lead. Yeah, so we'll come back to the second half here. Huskies send out their same 5 starters: Roberts, Donaldson, Willard, Taylor, and Bagley. As the Huskies riding 7 deep in this one. They've gone to the bench for Dan Geisler and Cam Alexander, who I mentioned out there for a combined 10 minutes and 12 seconds in that first half. And these are going to be the guys. A couple years ago at the Pentagon, run came to an end. It was Trey Marshall's final game of his career. And Coach Reimer just told me after that game that the guys that he was out there and battling with, some of these guys were mixed into there, Donaldson and Roberts. And it was a crew that he would have gone to battle with any time. They were maybe undermanned. They were maybe a little undersized in some spots against top teams in the conference, but they worked. And he was ready to go to work with them whenever and wherever. And that's a little bit of the feel you get now with this squad that's coming back now from the break and going to try and run their way to the end of the season here. 3 ball from the Golden Bears for their first shot of the second half as they run that long half-court set. Comes up empty. Huskies push it down the floor quickly to Luke Taylor. Down to the post. Left block. No good. Rebound in front, though. Caleb Donaldson does have the first offensive rebound of the game for the Huskies. Can't hang on to it, though, as it's tipped away. Saved in bounds by the Golden Bears, and Concordia St. Paul has the basketball. Top of the key it goes. That's Skeet driving down the left side of the lane. Kicks to a curling Everson. Everson inside. He drives and kicks. And a drive right side. A lot of contact on Stensgaard, who goes up, and they let it go. Stensgaard put it into the air, came up empty. Huskies have the loose ball. Roberts to the corner. Willard thought about the 3. Couldn't find his footing. Skips it back out. 20 on the timer. Plenty of time to go to work here for the Huskies. Handoff right side to Roberts. Huskies up 7. We're scoreless here in the second half so far. Bagley top of the key, push it left side to Donaldson, got the handoff right back. Bagley drives, found a cutting Roberts in front, and he'll stuff it home. First jam of the new year on a beautiful feed from Ryan Bagley. Left side to a curling Roberts, and it's 52-43. Drive, Skeet, Donaldson there, but he comes down early. Skeet hangs and hits. 52-45. Inside to Taylor. Going to the rim, lays it up. Blocking foul is going to be called as Luke Taylor couldn't get the shot to go. Rotation over, and the foul is going to be called on Reed Patterson. Saying he moved into him there, so Luke Taylor gets to go to the free throw line. Huskies leading at the half. They're 5-1 this season when they do that. Have a couple of second half comebacks. 2-5 when trailing at the half. Trying to stretch out the halftime lead. Taylor's first free throw halfway down and out. Luke to the line just for the 10th and 11th free throws he will attempt. That is career high 13. 6 rebounds a career high against Northern State. Final game before the break. Hits the second free throw. So he is now 9 of 11 on the season at the free throw line. Puts the Huskies up by 8, 53-45. Stensrud with it, with it on the right side. Drives and kicks, that's the left for Skeet. Skeet to the free throw line, plies his way in there, pushed back by Donaldson. Cross-court pass to the left corner. 3 ball up for the Golden Bears, no good. Rebound Anthony Roberts. Stensgaard couldn't get it to go down. Roberts pushing up in traffic, finds Taylor. Taylor couldn't find the handle. Ball high off the backboard, no good. Donaldson got the rebound once, put it back up and missed it, and the rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. Caleb 2 offensive boards, but nothing to show for it, but that's a good sign. Huskies missed there on the rotation. They left Ormiston all on his own, and he lays it up and in wide open. Huskies, somebody switched, somebody didn't, and Ormiston was wide open. 53-47. Roberts in the corner, head fakes on the 3, drives, got it to Taylor, who was fouled going up. That one was called on Skeet. So that'll send Taylor back to the free throw line. A little confusion on the foul call. So Taylor to shoot 2 more. Just went 1 of 2. Hits the front end here. He's hit 2 straight. Second one coming up for Taylor to put the Huskies back up by 8. And he'll hit it. So Luke Taylor's 3 of 4 at the free throw line, as are the Huskies here in this second half. Up by 8. Taylor's got 13, so he has tied his career high. Back-to-back games now. Trying to set career highs for Taylor. Skeet driving in on Willard, bullies his way to the right side, put up the shot, came up short. Off back iron. Roberts has the rebound. Ant pushes up the floor. Ant turns into a second gear, got to the front of the rim and laid it in. He was going fast, then a little faster, and then he sprinted his way to the front of the rim and knocked it down. Huskies beat down the floor by the pass. Patterson can't hit the 3, but the offensive glass for Ormiston, and he lays it up and lays it in. 57-49, back to an 8-point game. Roberts working on a 16-point contest here, as Ant also has 9 rebounds inside to Taylor. Taylor gathers, lays it up, missed it, got his own rebound, puts it up with the left hand, missed it again. 57-49. Skeet on the right side, picked up by Bagley. Ormiston there for a screen. Ball goes left side. Everson backs his way in on Taylor. Now he hands it off to Patterson. Patterson has it with 15 on the timer, backs it out. Guarded by Willard. Matthew Willard wearing that knee brace sleeve on the left knee. Hands him off there to Donaldson. Ball goes to the right side. Everson driving in the lane. Feeds underneath to Ormiston, who lays it up and lays it in. 57-51. Huskies by 6 with the basketball. Donaldson bounces it to Taylor. Baseline extended right. Taylor bullets it up to the top of the key for Bagley. Bagley to Donaldson. Donaldson driving, spinning his way down the right side of the lane. Donaldson trying to get back in towards the middle. Goes off glass. No good. Rebound tapped around. Luke Taylor has it. Taylor goes off glass and in. 59-51. The Huskies now have 5 offensive rebounds in the second half after going goose egg in the offensive rebound category in the first half. They're up by 8. 59-51. 15:40 to go between the circles. Skeet with the left-hand dribble down to the left side wing. Trying to make his way inside. He had a little shove off there on Donaldson, missed the shot, got his own rebound. Oh, that's not a foul. Heavens, he was fouled worse on the first attempt. Blocked by Anthony Roberts. That'll be his second. 59-51, free throws for Skeet. There's been so much more contact on drives in this game both ways than that. Man, that draws the whistle. Sends Skeet to the free throw line. First is good. most free throws attempted by the Golden Bears in this game. There's been some eyebrow-raising no calls to this point. And again, both ways. Skeet earns the trip there with the drive and his own offensive rebound. Second one's good. 59-53, Huskies by 6. Sunday in, Skeet will sit. 59-53. Donaldson hands off to Roberts, top of the key. Ant has 16 and 9. Handoff back to Roberts. Make it Donaldson. Excuse me, make it Bagley, who will drive and lay it up and in, plus a foul. Found the right guy. He found the right lane to the bucket, left side. Knocked it in. Bags has 7 and a free throw coming. Free throw is good. Coach Fletcher doing the work on the officials. 62-53. Huskies by 9 on defense. Ball bullets to the right side for Madsen. Madsen back out front for Hoffman in the lane. Hoffman stops, got Roberts in the air, kicks it back out. Sunday. Sunday drives at the left elbow. Sunday to a back cut, stolen away by Matthew Willard. Up the floor to Roberts. Roberts with speed, with liftoff, with a jam! 64-53, 18 for Roberts. And off the turnover, the Huskies turn it into points awful quick. 64-53, up by 11. Ball tipped out again by Matthew Willard. And that'll get us to a media timeout. 14:40 to go. Huskies, high-flying Anthony Roberts here in the second half with a couple of dunks. He's got 18 points and 9 rebounds. And the Huskies are up by 11, a double-figure lead again with 14:40 to go in half number 2. This is Husky basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Mike Bryant, and I'm driving my car safely and legally communicating on my phone. Minnesota law allows a driver to use their cell phone to make calls, text, listen to music or podcast, and get directions by voice command or single-touch activation without holding your phone. Violations are very expensive.
The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes per year, and nearly 400,000 injuries are caused by texting and driving. Not surprising, since 4 seconds with your eyes off the road is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. And research shows that just 2 seconds increases the risk of an accident up to 24 times. Texting may only take a second, but it can end your life or ruin it forever. Please, drive safely and stay alive.
Find Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury attorneys at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Huskies on defense out of the under 15 media timeout. 15 on the timer for the Golden Bears. 3 ball up and down for Ian Sluice. As Sluice knocks in the bucket. And the Golden Bears slice it back down to single digits at an 8-point game. Huskies back it out to Caleb Donaldson. Donaldson drives, kicks to the corner. That's Roberts. Anthony, step back 3, right wing off back iron, no good. Rebound tapped around. Geisler kept it alive to Donaldson. He drives inside, put it up, no good. His own rebound with one hand goes back in. 66-56. Donaldson all over the offensive glass here in this second half. Caleb, he's got 3 rebounds. Drive, Hoffman blocked from behind by Geisler. Matthew Willard thought it went back off of Hoffman. No avail on that argument. Out of bounds off Willard. Bagley comes in for Matthew. 66-56, Huskies by 10. 13:57 to go. This non-conference makeup game as the Huskies are back in action here and happy to be it. Drive, rather the kick in for Hoffman on the baseline. Now he'll drive into the lane, kick it back out, right side 3, halfway down and out for Sluice. And the rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Roberts driving, foul called on Sunday. So it'll be 66-56, 25 paused on the shot clock. Huskies will take it back out right in front of us. 13:43 to go. Donaldson gets it right back from Anthony Roberts on the right wing. Back to Roberts, top of the key. Plenty of time to work with. To Donaldson. Make it to Bagley. Now to Alexander on the right side wing. Back up top it goes. Geisler, baseline, Donaldson, 10 on the timer. Caleb crosses over, going to work, backing his way in on Hoffman. Make it Madsen, he goes up with it and was fouled. Couldn't get it to go, but Caleb Donaldson would go to the free throw line. Caleb Donaldson, a 74% free throw shooter this season. He has an assist in this game. So knocks in the front end free throw. Gives him 237 assists in his Husky career. Top 20 in the conference in assists, but top 11 in assist to turnover ratio. He takes care of the basketball as well as anybody, considering the amount of time he's handling the basketball. Second in the conference in points to his own teammate, or excuse me, in minutes to his own teammate, Anthony Roberts. Both free throws good, 11 points for Donaldson. 68-56, Huskies by 12. Hoffman with it, left side, got in the air, threw it underneath, and Ormiston just was able to reach up and grab it over the outstretched arm of Dan Geisler. Laid it up and laid it in. Donaldson, right side, quickly attacks, got inside on Madsen, slips it back out. That was tipped by Sluice for the Golden Bears. Tracked down by Bagley, back across the timeline. 15 on the shot clock. Bagley steps into a straightaway three. It's off left side. Rebound pulled down by Hoffman. Lobs it up the floor, right side, Sluice. Sluice drives inside and taken away by Bagley. Huskies forced the turnover. Bagley down the floor. Lead behind Donaldson. Donaldson got up in the air and was fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line. That one's called on Skeet. Lead behind Donaldson. Luke Taylor waiting to check in. Coach Fletcher noting, as is notable, 6 fouls whistled on the Golden Bears, 1 on the Huskies. Caleb.
I don't know.
It was called on 23.
Yes. Yep.
Donaldson, as the conversation goes on with Coach Fletcher, hits 2 free throws. So this half, the Huskies are now 8 of 9. Golden Bears have shot their only 2 free throws of the game in this half, as Caleb hits 2, hits the bench, puts the lineup of Taylor, Bagley, Willard, Alexander, and your top scorer, Anthony Roberts, with 18. Hoffman, left side wing. Lobs it across the floor, finds Skeet. Skeet backs his way in, had it poked away, but tracked it back down. Kicks into the corner, catch and shoot 3 for Sluice, and he knocks it down. 9-point game again, 70-61, 12:20 to go. Roberts driving, stops. Oh, they're gonna call an offensive foul on Ants. That's his 3rd. Hoffman stopped in front of him. Anthony came to a jump stop, and they said that was enough. Call the charge. They say it got him maybe with that elbow, leaning into him, as Hoffman met him at the spot. 70-61. So not so much what happened after that with the jump stop, but before that with the contact. Left side Skeet, top of the key. Kicks it over, Hoffman. Hoffman lobs into Ormiston. Closed out on, kick it back out Skeet. 12 minutes to go, he drives. And a whistle and a foul. That one's called on Luke Taylor, a blocking foul. Ask and ye shall receive. I think what also plays into Coach Fletcher's point, again, there were those head-scratching no calls. Huskies contacting the Golden Bears early in this half, as Ormiston, a rare miss at the rim, splitting 2 defenders. And now things have gotten lopsided, and you get calls like that. Willard on the kick out, drives around it. Willard in the lane, hangs and hits from 7. Matthew Willert has 10 in the game. Another Husky to double figures. That's 3, make it 4. They lead at 72-61. Lob underneath. Ormiston has it deep under the bucket, kicks it back out. Skeet drives, had it poked away. Willert on the deck trying to pick up the loose ball. They're going to call Taylor for the foul, diving on the floor. Same comment. They hit him in the head. So Luke will sit. That's his 3rd foul. So 3 fouls on Anthony Roberts, 3 fouls on Luke Taylor. And ever since the dissertation, it's been 3-0 on the fouls, and it's a 2-foul separation here in the second half. So there we go. Ormiston drives inside, and there's the 4th foul. That one was. Guys, they're coming over late. Now they'll send Ormiston to the free throw line. My, how things can change. 2 free throws for Ormiston. 72-61. That is the first foul on Dan Geisler. First foul? Second foul on Geisler. First free throw is down. 11:22 to go, 72-62. Golden Bears won their first game against Newman. Since then, they failed to reach 70 points in 9 of their last 14. Likely not going to fail tonight. But then they've allowed 80 plus in 9 of their last 14. Second free throw is no good, so 1 of 2 makes it a 10-point Husky lead, 72-62. Donaldson with it, top of the key. Anthony Roberts on the bench with his 3 fouls. Donaldson drives, left side, thought about the handoff, bounces it to a trailing Geisler who will lay it up, no good, got his own rebound, second try wouldn't go in. He gets tangled up underneath the bucket, loose ball out to Ormiston. Ormiston up the floor, extra pass goes into the corner, 3 ball up, off back iron, no good. Geisler back into it, has the rebound for the Huskies. St. Cloud State settles it down, Bagley's gonna get it up to Donaldson. 23 on the timer. Huskies set up the offense, spreading Willard into the corner left. Now Donaldson looking to drive, trying to get in on Stensgaard. Slipping, right corner, catch and shoot 3. Alexander, that one no good. Geisler there for the offensive glass again. He brought it down though against a double team and had it stripped away. Loose ball to Skeet, pushes left side, 3 up in the air, nothing but the bottom of the net. Got it to Patterson for the open look. Drops it to a 7-point game again. 10:15 to go, 72-65. Donaldson, right side wing to a curling Willard, looking at it, now gets it to him in the corner. Matthew, catch it, shoot it, comes up just short. 3 straight empty possessions for the Huskies. Now going to put the defense on as Ormiston works it up the floor to the top of the key. Leaves it behind to Skeet. Under 10 to play here in this second half, 72-65, Huskies by 7. Skeet backs it out, gets the offense set. Hands off right side, Stensgaard. Top of the key, slips it back out to Skeet. Skeet head of steam, down the lane, put it up, right hand, got it to go. Little 6-0 run here, 72-67, 9.5 minutes to go. Huskies by 5 and a timeout going to be taken by the Huskies. That'll get Anthony Roberts back into the game, 9.5 minutes to go. And the Huskies with a 72-67 lead over the Golden Bears. Becomes a full timeout. We take it with them. 72-67, Huskies by 5, 9.5 to go. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
Everyone's energized by the action and drive of the right play. Preferred One has the right moves, too, with major scoring opportunities. For 30 years, Preferred One has provided employee health benefits to large and small companies throughout Husky Nation. Achieving your best health is easy and accessible with Preferred One. We offer top physicians and clinics when and where you need them. 100% preventative coverage, gym discounts, and convenient online care. Need an assist? Call your insurance broker or visit preferredone.com. Preferred One, a proud sponsor of Husky Athletics.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in Orthopedic Surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
Concordia St. Paul 14-8 is the run to cut this lead down to 5 with 9.5 to go. Huskies have the ball, though, out of the called timeout. Turned into the media timeout. 72-67. Bagley bounces it top of the key. On the inbounds to Roberts. Over to Bagley. Bagley left side wing to Donaldson. Back up to the top of the key. Roberts goes to the right for Bagley. Bagley back to Roberts. Roberts with 13. Head fakes on a pass. Drives down right side. Attacks and gets to the free throw line. That one's called on Stinsgaard. 2 free throws coming for Anthony Roberts. Can break up a 3-possession stretch with no points, but he'll have to do it after the media timeout. So quick succession here with the first called timeout. Now the under 10 timeout. We'll pause. 72-67. Huskies by 5. Back to Hallebeck after this. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Here at St. Cloud Orthopedics, we continue to be honored to serve the community we proudly call home with premium specialty orthopedic care. And we've been recognized as Minnesota's best, winning the Gold Award in Orthopedic Surgery in the 2021 Star Tribune Reader's Choice Awards. Thank you to those who nominated and voted for us. And more importantly, thank you for choosing us to help you live better. For only the best in orthopedic care for all bones, joints, and muscles in the body, ask for St. Cloud Orthopedics.
72-67, Huskies by 5. Husky fans, Preferred Credit Inc. is your partner in success, and they are a proud supporter of Husky basketball. Preferred Credit Inc., check them out, preferredcredit.com. Anthony Roberts goes to the free throw line. Off back iron and back down it goes for the front end. Huskies back up by 6. Roberts has 19. Free throw to give him his 5th 20-point game of the season and the 22nd of his career, and he nets it to do both of those things. 22 20-point games for Anthony Roberts, on his way to over 1,000 points in his Husky career. Stinsgaard in the corner. Huskies collapse. The 2-3 zone look there with the top of Cam Alexander and Ryan Bagley chasing around the perimeter. 15 on the timer. Stinsgaard drives, kicks, right wing 3. Patterson halfway down and out. Rebound, batted around, loose ball tracked down by the Golden Bears. It's Everson. He'll kick. Stinsgaard for 3. He'll hit. Offensive glass. That's offensive rebound number 10. Now again, the Huskies have cut that down. That's the 4th of this half after giving up 6 in the first half. St. Cloud State 9-4. On the offensive glass in the second half, but a big one there. 74-70, still the 4-point lead in the ball. Inside it goes to Donaldson. Donaldson backing his way in on Stinsgaard. Got to the right hand and pours it home with the baby hook. Front of the rim and down, 76-70. Huskies up 6 again. Needed on this end of the floor. Screen coming, a push of Bagley there. Not much of a screen, just a mad dash roll there for Johnson. Kick into the corner, 3 ball up, no good, off front rim, rebound Bagley. Huskies gave up an open look, but got the stop. Bagley straight down the lane, left side, drives, stops, fouled, no. Tapped out by Skeet. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Husky ball. The offensive Ormiston checks in. That was Roy Grigsby. On that last possession, he just sprinted up, never really stopped. Just changed direction near the Husky defender, then rolled his way back down the lane. He goes to the bench. Ormiston checks in. Bagley in the corner. Got it back off the inbounds. Couldn't get it to go, and they're going to call Anthony Roberts on the back. So that's the 4th on Ant. Is there any displacement here? No. Reaching up with the right hand. He went straight up. You can go get the basketball. I'm not sure what he did wrong there. Skeet, he'll drive. Bagley meets him, tries to peel it away. Skeet kicks it out, right side. 3-ball up for Sluice, no good. That's the same play as Skeet got up over Cam Alexander and puts it up and in. He had a clean rebound there too, but that's exactly what Anthony Roberts just got called a foul for. Bagley, right side, stops his dribble, goes back up, top of the key. That's Alexander. Roberts, the leading scorer, off the floor. A more than questionable foul on a rebound. Top of the key, Willard holds it above his head. Willard slips it over to the right side, Bagley. Bagley lobs inside Donaldson. Donaldson faces up, backs his way in on Skeet, stops, fades away, right low block, can't hit it. Rebound pulled down by the Golden Bears. It's a 2-possession game here. It's 76-72, 7 minutes to go. Huskies need stops and buckets here. Screen comes for Ormiston. Roll comes for Ormiston. Cam Alexander met him right there. That's got to be on the floor. Yeah, no shot. So the foul called on Cam Alexander is the Huskies' 7th team foul, so he'll get a 1-and-1. So Ormiston to the line. Their leading scorer at 14 points a game is a 68% free throw shooter. Deliberate first free throw, no good. And the Huskies were alone on the line, on the lane, and good thing they were because they didn't realize it was a 1-and-1. Ball just bounced to Caleb Donaldson, nobody to take it from him. And he pushed it up the floor. Willard driving, right side, Matthew Willard got it up on the rim, couldn't get it to go, but was fouled. Looking for the three-point play. That is the 8th team foul on the Golden Bears, but 2 shots anyway for Willard. .89% free throw shooter. Can't hit the front end. Second one is good. 77-72, 5-point lead for the Huskies. Handoff, top of the key, Sluice has it, hands it off right side, Patterson. Weaving handoff game around the 3-point line to the 15-minute mark. Ball tapped on its way to Ormiston. He corrals it, got it up off glass, no good. And they say it goes off Ormiston. Out of bounds and Husky ball, 6:26 to go. 5-point game, 77-72. Bagley. He called out the offensive play there up the floor. Bounces it, high post left, Donaldson. Now to the right side, Taylor. Taylor looking to distribute, goes to Willard. Willard inside of Donaldson. Donaldson back out to Taylor. Up to Bagley, 10 on the timer. Bagley straight down left side of the lane, put it up, had it blocked, saves it inbounds off the loose ball, 5 on the timer. Step back 3, straight away. Willard can't hit it off back iron. Rebound controlled by the Golden Bears, and they're gonna call a foul on Caleb Donaldson. Oh my word. He fell down. The wave of the arm for Caleb Donaldson is what drew the eye of the official. Jeff Cohn talking to Caleb about it. Amicable outcome, of course, but phantom nature to that one. 77-72. It will send a 1-and-1 opportunity for Ian Sluice. Front end is good. Second free throw is good. So it's a 3-point game, 1 possession affair here, under 6 minutes to go. 77-74. Huskies led this by 17 in the first half. And in waves, the Golden Bears have just kept coming. Turn to the corner, right side, Willard steps along the baseline. Fadeaway jump shot from 12, and he knocks it down. 79-74. Coach Flesher wanted a push-off. No, he just stepped in, faded out. That's what he's been doing his entire life, almost, basketball-wise. Drive left side. Madsen Keeps it, kicks it. Right side, Stinsgaard. He drives to the free throw line, kicks it back out. Madsen. He drives it, is stripped away by Bagley. Bagley ahead of the pack. Ryan Bagley will lay it up and lay it in. Turnover to a bucket. Need more of that. Huskies by 7, 81-74. 5 minutes to go, 10 for Bags. He's also got 3 assists and now 3 steals. Left side wing, Stinsgaard. Lobs inside, Ormiston. Ormiston spinning his way in. Bagley digs in. Ball kicked to Sluice in the corner for 3, no good. That's a dangerous slide off for Bagley there with leaving Sluice, the shooter, in the corner, but he missed it off back iron. Rebound, Roberts. He drives. Roberts to the rim. Lay it up and lay it in. They're going to call a flopping warning there on the Golden Bears. So Roberts got the bucket. That'll get us to the under 5 media timeout, 83-74. Huskies by 9 again. It was a 3-point game moments ago. 6-0 Husky run, 4:43 to go. Huskies with the lead, 83-74. It's Husky basketball from Learfield.
These lakes hold a lot of stories, and all of them get better every time they're told. Because you've got 40-inch gators out there, giant lakers, crappies, sunnies, and walleye. So many walleye. Whatever you're after under the ice, Shields has what you need. Shields in-store and online at shields.com. Get ready. The ice is calling.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer businesses and individuals more options for insurance and risk management. And as our company grows, we are intentional about not losing sight of what matters most, people. At North Risk Partners, service to our clients, each other, and our local communities continues to be an important part of who we are. North Risk Partners, large enough to give you options, small enough to be local. Learn more at northriskpartners.com.
No quit in Elijah Ormiston and the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. Ormiston's got 27. He's taken 19 of their 64 field goal attempts and hit 13 of their 29 makes. He's been their top scorer throughout the year, and it's a 9-point game. Moments ago it was 3. Golden Bears have the basketball on a 6-0 Husky run. Proven difficult to stop in this exact situation as Skeet drives it into the lane. Field back out. Bagley stays with him. Bagley poked it away. Oh, and then he was fouled by Skeet. Whoo, for just a moment there. And so Bagley will shoot a 1-and-1. Skeet reached back in. Bagley got the quick hand in there, and then, oh, that's rough on Skeet because, I mean, yeah, the hand was in there, but he basically got caught up in the wrong place. That'll be his 3rd. Off the 4th Bagley steal of the game. Hits the free throw. He's got 10 points, 4 steals, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And no turnovers for Ryan Bagley today. First free throw makes it a 10-point lead, 84-74. Second one is good. 4:27 left. Skeet push it up on the near side. Picked up by Donaldson. Ormiston setting a muddled screen right there as he rolls down the lane, and Matthew Willard's going to be called for reaching in. As Willard reached in to try and slap that away from Everson, fouled him. 85-74. Everson front end, no good. Anthony Roberts the rebound. He's got his double-double already. That's his 12th rebound with 22 points, 5 assists, and a block. Stuff in the stat sheet. Huskies by 11. They've been able to push back every time the Golden Bears have come at them here. And now the whistle and the hold's going to be called. Honey and Sluice. So Willard. Hits the front end. Both coaches lobbying the officials during the free throws as Willard hits both of those. Third foul on Sluice. Under 4 to play, 15 for Willard. 87-74. Ormiston had it slapped away by Anthony Roberts, but he couldn't save it in bounds. They tried to feed it into the big man. 3 points away from 30 in the game, and Anthony anticipated well enough to get over the top. Ormiston has it on the wing, wants to drive on Taylor. Double team comes, ripped away by Bagley. Loose ball back to Ormiston. Kick it left side, Sluice. Sluice into the corner, gets it right back. Top of the key, head fake on the 3. He drives, pulls up, 16-footer, and he nets it. 87-76, 11-point game, 3:30 to go. That was good defense, tough shot that he hit. And again, you kept it out of the hands of the number 1 option there, too. Donaldson curling down the lane right side, backing his way in on Stensgaard. Got to the rim, partially blocked, got his own loose ball. Kicked it out, Roberts, 19 on the timer. Bagley on the near side wing with it. Everson. Now it's Bagley down the left side. He stopped and he puts it up and in, but they say he traveled. Bags came to a stop there and just the pivot foot dragged on him, it looked like. Yep. Golden Bears drive in quickly with Stensgaard to the 15-foot jump shot, couldn't hit it. They don't have the luxury of that half-court offense setup that they've been working with. We talked about so many freshmen, redshirt freshmen on this team. 12 of the 17 on the roster is Willard, left wing for 3, and he drains it, 90-76. Huskies back up by 14. Can they get all the way back up the mountain to their largest lead of the game? Sluice for 3 to answer, no good. Rebound, Roberts pulls it down. And so the shots drying up a bit for the Golden Bears, who are shooting 45% now. Huskies close to 50%. They shot at 61% in the first half, under 38% in half number 2. Skeet guarding closely on Donaldson. Handoff goes to Roberts. Willard wanted it again. Instead, it's a step back 3 for Roberts. Off back iron, no good. Long rebound tracked down by the Golden Bears. Under 2 minutes to play. 90-76. Stensgaard nearly lost it, got it to Sluice. Sluice on the wing, watched by Donaldson. Crosses it over into the lane, pulls up from 15, comes up short. Rebound, Matthew Willard pulls it down at the highest point. 3 straight stops for the Huskies. The defense proving here in the second half. 43 points on 47 shooting in the first half for the Golden Bears, held to 33 points on 41% shooting in the second half. Bagley finds his way to the right corner for 3, halfway down and back out. Rebound, Skeet pulls it down. Push, middle of the floor, Ormiston. Ormiston driving in on Donaldson. Caleb wisely just lets him go. Instead of committing a foul, prolonging things here, and it'll be a timeout for the Golden Bears after that, making a 12-point game, 90-78. 81 seconds to go. We keep it right here. Huskies by 12. Looking overall here to pick up their 8th win of the season. Not a conference game on this makeup after the pause in everything coming back from the new year. All things hold, they'll go to Upper Iowa. And it'll be the last weekend where they play first. Notable. By the time they travel to Wayne and Augie, they'll be back to being the nightcap. And the women's team will have the first game starting that weekend of the 21st and 22nd, then back home on the 28th and 29th, taking on Sioux Falls and Southwest here at home. Next time the Huskies, either men's or women's teams, will be at home. But Upper Iowa and Winona scheduled on Friday and Saturday. And every week, the way things are operating is just such a long march to find out if you end up with games. Minot State already knows that they won't be playing. That was announced. So unfortunate there for a couple of weeks in a row. So St. Cloud State hoping to get their opportunities. That's why we led off our St. Cloud Subaru keys to the game with just taking advantage of the opportunity to go play. Full court pressure coming out for the Golden Bears. going to give up this 80 minutes as they're trying to build this program to something. It's about a lot more than 2022 at this point. The depth they're trying to build. Huskies beat the pressure, got it to Willard, middle of the lane. He peels it back out. Looking to make a trap as Matthew Willard has it in the left corner. Up for three. That one off back iron, no good. Donaldson fighting for the rebound. Can't pull it down. 90-78. 12-point Husky lead. Skeet looking to drive. He'll kick. Sluice, extra pass into the corner. Three ball up, just short. Rebound pulled down by Bagley. Continues to stuff the stat sheet. Sixth board to go with 3 assists and 3 steals. And a reach-in foul called on Sluice, and that's his fourth. And that'll get the Huskies 2 free throws. First free throw for Roberts. Knocked down. That gives Anthony 23 points. Already had his 5th 20-point game of the season, 22nd of his career. As we celebrated his 1,000 points. Luke Taylor will sit. 24 points now for Ant. 29 has been his season high, 34 the career high. Ball on the right side for the Golden Bears. It's Patterson driving in. He'll finish left side. 10-second differential, shot in game clock. Cam Alexander dribbling against Skeet. Needs some help, and instead he was fouled. He's got the outlet to Bagley. So shot clock still on, 5-second differential. And 2 for Cam Alexander. So he's going to be one of the guys to watch. The bench has become Cam Alexander and Dan Geisler. At least until Joe Mutimer gets back, as Alexander can't hit the front end. Second one is good. So the Huskies by 13. There's a lot of credit to this Golden Bear team. Was down 17 in the first half at one point. Cut it down to a 7-point deficit at the break, and were within a possession at one point in the second half. Shot clock is off. Huskies run it underneath the bucket and can then just bounce it out for the final 14 seconds. And they come back from the break, the extended 23-day layoff between games, and the Huskies get it done. 93-80, beating Concordia St. Paul, and that'll be your final from Hallenbeck. On to bigger and brighter days with hopefully games as scheduled for St. Cloud State. But for tonight, a win to celebrate. 93-80. Huskies win it by 13. This is Husky basketball from Learfield.
Large firm resources delivered with personalized service gives you the best of both worlds. Our firm size allows us to offer